Hello learners, today in this video we will discuss about special products. Now when we say special products, these are patterns that have been observed by different mathematicians, okay, when multiplying polynomials, multiplying different polynomials. And the first pattern they have observed is the square of a binomial, or multiplying a binomial by itself. So we have here the first pattern, a plus b squared, or you multiply a plus b by itself, okay, times a plus b. And if this is the pattern, if the binomial is multiplied by itself and the operation used is addition, okay, the operation used to separate the two terms is addition, then the pattern is this one, a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Now, if ever a binomial is being squared, okay, or multiplied by itself, and if the operation that is used to separate the two terms is subtraction, just like here, a minus b squared, or a minus b times a minus b, the pattern to get the answer is this one, a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Remember, this pattern here, these patterns here are true for all binomials that are being squared, okay, or that are being multiplied by themselves. Now let us have an example. We have here number 1, x plus 9 squared. So let us identify our a. Our a here is this one, the variable x, because this is the first term. Again, the first term is always the variable a. Now, 9 is the second term, so therefore this is b. And since the addition is used to separate the two terms, therefore we'll use the first pattern. And to get the answer for that pattern, we have here a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. And again, our a is x. Therefore, we will get the square of x squared, plus 2 times the value of our a, b. A is x and b is 9, plus the square of our b, which is 9. Okay, naging 9 squared. Take note, the 2 here sa 2ab is always constant. Okay, hindi yan nagbabago. And if we simplify it further, magiging x squared, 2 times x, 2x times 9, we have 18x. Ayan. Plus 9 times 9, we have 81. Now let's have another example. We have here x minus 1/2 squared. The value of our a is x, and the value of our b here is 1/2. So take note, for these patterns, you don't need to consider the negative sign here sa value ng b kasi meron naman tayong pattern. Now again, kapag square of a binomial yung pattern, kapag yung binomial ay square mo or gimultiply mo sa kanyang sarili, this pattern will be used. And since it's subtraction yung nasa gitna ng x and 1/2, therefore, yung merong minus 2ab yung ating gagamitin to get the final answer. Now, our a is x, kaya ang a squared magiging x squared. Then copy yung negative 2, which is maging ganito. And the value of our a is x, kaya nilagay natin si x dito. And the value of our b is 1/2. Kaya yung negative 2ab naging negative 2 times x times 1/2. And for the b squared, the value of our b is 1/2. So, yan yung nilagay natin dito sa b, kaya naging 1/2 squared. Now, simplifying, these expressions here, these substitution na ginawa natin, magiging x squared minus x plus 1/4. Yan, bakit naging negative x siya? Because negative 2 times x is equal to negative 2x. And negative 2x times 1/2 is equal to negative 2 over 2x or negative x. So that is why this is our final answer. Now, we have here the second pattern, the product of the sum and difference of two terms. The product of the sum and difference of two terms. Yung pattern natin dito is that kapag meron tayong binomial, okay, the same yung first term and yung second term, and kinuha natin yung product niya doon sa binomial na merong different operation. For example, yung unang binomial is addition yung operation, and then gimultiply mo siya sa sarili niya, pero yung multiplication or yung operation na ginamit to separate the terms sa kabila ay minus. So therefore, ito yung ating pattern na gagamitin. So again, pag meron tayong dalawang binomial, which is, let's say we have a plus b and a minus b, meron the same first term, just like here, meron a, parehong first term, and pareho yung second term, which is b. Pagkatapos, yung operation nila ay addition and subtraction. Okay, yun yung ginamit to separate the terms. Therefore, the pattern na gagamitin is this one. A squared minus b squared para mahanap yung final answer. Again, kapag binomial na meron pag dalawang binomial ang gimultiply mo, na meron the same first term and second term, and if the operator na ginamit to separate the terms are different, for example, sum, plus, and minus, okay, constant yan na ganyan. Therefore, yung gagamitin na pattern to find the answer is a squared minus b squared. For example, we have here 3x minus 5 times 3x plus 5. As you can see, these two are the same. Okay, pero yung nag-iba lang is yung minus sign and plus sign. Since pareho yung pattern natin na the same yung value ng a, which is 3x, the same yung value ng b, which is 5, and yung nag-iba lang is yung minus and plus sign, therefore, gagamitin natin ay yung product of the sum and difference of two terms. And the pattern to find the answer is a squared minus b squared. Now here, our a is a. Our b is 5. Okay. Therefore, a squared magiging, substitute natin yung value ng a. We have 3x, then squared, minus the value of our b is equal to 5. Therefore, magiging 5 squared. And getting the square of these terms here, magiging 3x times 3x, we have 9x squared. And 5 times 5, naging 25. Then copy the minus sign. The final answer is this one, 9x squared minus 25. Now, second example, we have here 7x squared plus 3y times 7x squared minus 3y. Again, the same yung values ni A, the same yung first terms, the same yung second terms, which is si B. So let us just label it. Okay, so ito si A, and si 3y si B. And as you can observe, iba yung operator nilang dalawa, addition and subtraction. So therefore, we will still use the same pattern to find the final answer. A squared minus b squared. Kaya magiging 7x squared to the power of 2 minus the quantity of 3y squared. And 7x squared times 7x squared, the answer is 49x to the fourth power minus 3y times 3y, we have 9y squared. So this is our final answer. 49x to the fourth minus 9y squared. Now, let's proceed with the third special product, the cube of a binomial. Now, when we are cubing a binomial, and when we are getting the cube of a binomial, if the operator is addition, we will use this pattern, the first pattern. A plus b cubed is equal to a cubed plus 3a squared b plus 3ab squared plus b cubed. Now, if ever naman na subtraction yung operation ng dalawang term, we have here the second pattern. A minus b cubed is equal to a cubed minus 3a squared b plus 3ab squared minus b cubed. So, to constant lang na yan yung gagamitin if we are finding the cube of a binomial. Now, let us have an example. We have here, example number 1, 4x plus 5 cubed. Now, since we are finding the cube of 4x plus 5, the cube of this binomial, so therefore we will use the pattern cube of a binomial. Since since yung operation sa gitna ng 4x and 5 is addition, so therefore we will use the first pattern. Okay, since addition yung ating operation sa gitna ng 4x and 5. So, yan. Ang gagamitin natin again is yung first pattern. We have a cubed plus 3a squared b plus 3ab squared plus b cubed. Now, take note, ulitin natin, use this pattern if yung operation sa gitna ay positive. Okay, operation sa dalawang term natin ng binomial na given natin is addition. Now, identify natin si A. Our A is 4x. Our B here is 5. So, kunin natin si A cube. So, the value of our A is 4x, kaya magiging 4x cube plus 3. And our A squared, 4x squared. And the value of our B is 5, kaya substitute natin lahat-lahat ng value ni A and B sa ating given pattern. And if simplify natin, 4x to the power of 3 magiging 64x cubed plus 3 times 5, 15. Then 4x squared is 16x squared. So 15 times 16x squared, the answer is 240x squared plus 3 times 4x is 12x. 5 squared is 25. And 25 times 12x is equal to 300x plus 5 cubed. We have here 125. Now, another example, we have here 3x cubed. Again, example number 2, we have here 3x squared y cubed minus 1/2 raised to the power of 3. As you can see, this is still a binomial, okay, and we are finding its cube. Our value of A is 3x squared y cubed, and the value of B here is 1/2. Now, since the operation between the A and the value of B is negative or minus, and therefore, we will use the second pattern. which is a cubed minus 3a squared b plus 3ab squared minus b cubed. The value of our a is 3x squared y cubed, so isa-substitute natin yan siya sa lahat ng values ni a, sa lahat ng a dito sa ating pattern. And the value of b is 1/2, so therefore, we will substitute it naman doon sa lahat ng b dito. Kaya magiging the quantity of 3x squared y cubed to the power of 3 plus 3 times the quantity of 3x squared y cubed to the power of 2 times negative 1/2 plus 3 times the quantity of 3x squared y cubed multiplied to the quantity of negative 1/2 squared plus negative 1/2 cubed. And kung isimplify natin yan siya, 3x squared y cubed multiply 3 times by itself, the answer will be 27x6y to the power of 9. And then, multiply natin itong lahat na nandito sa negative 3a squared b natin na term, second term, we will get negative 27 halves x to the fourth times y to the power of 6 plus the third term here, if you multiply all these terms here, magiging 9/4 x squared y cubed minus 1/8. So this is our final answer. Now, let's proceed with the fourth, okay, or another special product. And we have here multiplying a binomial and a trinomial of the form a plus or minus b times a squared minus or plus ab plus b squared. Again, we can use this pattern if we have here the binomial, first pattern a plus b, and then i-multiply natin siya sa isang trinomial na yung pattern is the first term is the square of yung first term ng binomial na given, which is a. The second term is the negative inverse or the inverse of the product of a and b, which is here, and then plus the square of the b here or the second term ng binomial. And if ito yung pattern, therefore, makuha natin yung answer gamit ang pattern na ito, a cube plus b cube. Now, if ever naman na yung binomial, ang operator is subtraction, which is gaya na nandito. And again, the trinomial na i-multiply sa kanya is yung first term ay square ng first term ng given binomial, which is a. And yung product ni first term and second term ng binomial is the inverse, which is here, naging plus AB, kasi A times negative B is negative AB, and yung inverse niya is positive AB. Yung additive, inverse. Okay? Then, if yung third term ng trinomial is the square of the second term of the binomial, which is positive B squared, if ito yung pattern, therefore, we will use A cubed minus B cubed to get the product of the binomial and the trinomial. So again, you will just use this pattern if these patterns here are used, or yung tawag niyan, if makita ninyo na ganito yung pattern ng i-multiply na binomial and trinomial. Now, let us have an example. We have here x plus 5 times x squared minus 5x plus 25. As you can see, yung binomial natin is yung x plus 5. Our a is x, our b is 5. And tignan natin kung yung trinomial ba na pattern natin is yung a squared minus ab plus b squared, So a squared, x squared, tama. Now, multiply natin yung dalawang term, 5 times x, 5x. Inverse ba siya ng second term ng trinomial? Yes, true, negative 5x. And try natin if yung 5 is square ba. So 5 squared, we have 25. And since true yung pattern natin para dyan, therefore, to get the product, we will use a cubed plus b cubed. Our a is x and our b is 5. Yeah, we have here. Okay, so again, this is x. So remove natin yung 4 dyan. Yan, kaya naging x to the power of 3 plus 5 cubed. So magiging x cubed plus 125. Now we have the second example, 3x minus 4 and multiplied by a trinomial. Now let us check if this trinomial here satisfies the pattern. Okay, so is this a squared? Yes, kasi 3x times 3x is 9x squared. Is 12x the additive inverse of the product of the first and second term of the binomial? Yes, kasi negative 4 times 3x is negative 12x and the inverse is 12x. Now last, try natin kung 16 ay square nga ba ng second term ng binomial. Still, this is true. So 4 times 4, 16. And therefore, we will use the pattern a cubed minus b cubed. And our a is 3x. Our b is 4. So again, you can identify the values of the a and b doon sa binomial. Now, we have here, substitute natin value ni a, 3x cubed minus 4 cubed. 3x cubed is 27x cubed. Okay, multiply natin yung 3x sa kanyang sarili 3 times. The answer is 27x cubed. And multiply natin si 4 3 times sa kanyang sarili. The answer is 64. And copy lang natin yung minus sign. Therefore, this is our final answer. And 27x cubed minus 64. The product of the binomial and the trinomial here given is 27x cubed minus 64. Now, let's proceed with the last special product, the last pattern, the square of a trinomial. And when we are squaring a trinomial, all we need to do is first to square the first term, get the square of the last term or the second term, get the square of the third term, and the add, okay, addition yung operation, plus get twice the product of a times b, plus get twice the product of a times c, plus get twice the product of b times c. Now, yung value ng a, b, and c ninyo, in order yun. So, the first term will be a, the second term will be the b, and the third term will be the c. And here, consider nyo yung sign ng term. Kung negative, then negative din yung value ng term na yun. Negative na, positive naman, then positive. So let's try with an example. We have here, example number 1, 2x plus 3y plus 4 squared. So as you can see, we are squaring a trinomial. Now, since we are squaring a trinomial, let us use the pattern a squared plus b squared plus c squared plus 2ab plus 2ac plus 2bc. And substitute natin, identify natin si a, we have 2x. Our b is 3y. And our c is 4. So substitute natin yan sa lahat ng value dito, sa lahat ng variable dito, magiging ito. And if i-simplify natin, we will get 2x squared, 4x squared, 3y squared, maging 9y squared, 4 squared is 16, 2ab, 2 times A, 2x, times B, 3y. The answer is 12xy. Now, 2ac, 2 times A, which is 2x, times C, which is 4. Answer is 16x. And pag kinuha naman natin yung 2bc, we have 2 times 3y times 4. The answer is 24y. So ito yung final answer natin. This is the square of the given trinomial. So again, use this pattern, okay, to get the product, okay, or the square of a given trinomial. And that's it. Yun lang yung ating special products.